Once upon a time, the moon fell in love with the sun. The two, star-crossed, were never meant to be. One always shadowed by the other, always missing the other, only catching small stolen kisses and glimpses through time and space. The moon over time grew tired. She longed to be with her love. She asked the great gods and goddesses of the past what she could do to prove herself worthy to leave her post and be with her love. The old ones, after much counsel, came to an agreement. The moon couldn't just leave forever. Their home planet, which they all served, needed the moon's magic light and power to survive. However, there was but one other way to fuel the power of the moon. It would take the power of exactly 12 witches, one witch for each constellation that surrounds the Earth. The gods of old agreed to hold her post if she would agree to ascend down to Earth and birth 12 magical female witches. She would birth them and raise them to be powerful, to surrender fractions of their magic to do the greater good and to power the moon. If she could achieve this in a timely fashion, she would be free of her post to do as she would. The moon goddess agreed and was sent down to Earth to immediately begin her path. Hey everybody, I'm Ezzie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting the LUNAR ZODIAC challenge. Alright, so before we get into the gameplay proper, I wanted to introduce you to our lunar goddess. This is Phoebe Wolfe. I actually created her months ago, so this is an incomplete cast video. I actually did forget to record it back in June when I created her. So her birthday is June 16, 2018, which makes her a Gemini with her moon in Cancer. And I am going to have her birth chart linked down below in the description if you're interested in reading it. But we're going to learn a little bit about Phoebe first, and then I'm going to jump straight into the rules of the challenge. So we're starting off with the sun, and the sun represents the self, individuality, and personality. The sun in Gemini. People born under the sun of Gemini are people of many talents, and they are able to use their skills in both theory and practice. They are very intelligent and quick-witted people who are interested in everything that happens around them, and they can quickly adapt to any new situation. They are open to all novel things in the world because they can quickly see their advantages. They try and show these novel things to others so that they can also benefit from them, but more conservative people often do not have an understanding for this. They are sociable people who have representative personalities, and they can inspire and influence others with their innate charm and vigor. The moon represents emotion, instinct, roots, and mother. Now, Phoebe's moon is in Cancer, so safety for people with moon in Cancer is their home, family, and related activities such as cooking, gardening, and DIY. Other people can be attracted by your home-loving character. Your inborn disposition to educate and protect allows you to be a good parent and a supportive friend. Mercury represents thinking, communication, intellect, and learning. Phoebe's Mercury is in Cancer. Mercury in Cancer gives people good memory, great imagination, adaptability, and a talent for writing. Those who hurt these people can be sure that they will not be forgiven anytime soon. People with Mercury in this position can do any job, and they can adapt easily when circumstances change. They get along well with people who have different opinions and attitudes. They like to be flattered and praised and rarely do anything that could damage their reputation. I actually see Phoebe as a really nurturing, caring mum, but she's also a little bit out there. She's a little bit spacey. She's a little bit flighty. She's loud. She can be obnoxious. She loves loud music. She loves rock music. She loves bright colors. You know, she wants to go out. She wants to experience everything at once. She loves parties. She loves kids' parties, adult parties. It doesn't matter. She loves to go out to the club. She loves to be out where people are, where the activity is. Almost like she wants to experience everything all at one time as quickly as possible. She definitely has no problem talking to people. She loves people. She loves love. She loves the idea of being in love. She is very much in love with the sun, and she wants nothing more than to be with him forever. She absolutely adores him. She can pretty much think of absolutely nothing else other than being with him, actually, which means she is going to do whatever she has to do so that she can be with him long term. And that actually brings us to the rules of this challenge. First and foremost, this challenge was created by KoffeeYT here on YouTube, and I'm going to have the links to all of her social media down below, as well as the link to the challenge rules on her website. Okay, so the rules. You must create one female sim, check. Move her onto a bulldoze lot, check, and immediately pull up the cheat box in-game with Control-Shift-C and immediately reduce your funds down to 2,000 simoleons. This is the amount that you will start with, as the gods and goddesses did not want to send you down completely empty-handed. So as for your home, you can do whatever you want. You can use your 2,000 simoleons to do whatever you want to your lot, however you see fit, to prepare you for the tasks ahead. The moon goddess may not have a job because her purpose is to raise 12 strong female witches. Over time, this will actually get easier to bring in money because once the kids are of working age, they are allowed to go and get jobs to bring in some money. But in the meantime, we're pretty much playing this out like a standard rags to riches. We have to go and collect harvestables to sell them, fish, blah, blah, blah. We're allowed to do paintings. We're allowed to write books, that kind of thing. Anything that we can do basically from the home lot or without actually, going to a work lot to make money, we're allowed to do. So we must birth 12 female Sims, one for each sign of the zodiac, and raise them to the best of our abilities. If the moon goddess ages up past the childbirth years or dies, you lose the challenge and must start over. To keep the goddess youthful, you must complete her wants and purchase the potion of youth from the in-game rewards panel. Now remember, the potion only sets you back to the beginning of your current life stage, so we want to get started on that as soon as possible. Basically, we want to make sure that we take care of all of her whims so that we can get that potion of life, because I want to keep her as a young adult. I do not want her to hit the adult life stage. The sun is a young adult, so I want her to stay a young adult so that when they finally get together and begin their lives on our earthly plane, they're basically starting out from scratch, and they've got their whole lives ahead of them together. If we should happen to be blessed with female twins, not including Gemini, each are a different sign. For example, if we get 2 twins right off the bat, the firstborn twin would be Aries and the second would be Taurus. The same applies for triplets. As far as baby daddies go, feel free to use any male sim in any town. The sun and moon do not see, lust, and woohoo the same way humans do. To them, it is sacred but free and has no rules or bounds. As for children, we must birth 12 female sims, and they have to be female because the moon is based off feminine energy. We are not allowed to cheat the sex of the children, which makes the challenge harder. And if we happen to give birth to a male baby, he must be moved out with his father immediately. We are allowed to try again with the same male sim until we have a female child. This is what's really going to kill me with Phoebe, because she is a nurturing parent. She is hands-on. She wants to bond with her babies, and having to get rid of her sons is going to just be so heartbreaking. It really, really is. I mean, I know this is the consequence for wanting to leave her post as the lunar goddess. She doesn't want to do that anymore. She wants to go and be with her son and make a life with him and live with him forever and ever and ever. Amen. I understand that. And this is the consequence for that. So I understand that, it's going to suck. But I mean, it's really going to suck having to give up her boys. Once we complete each child's main objective and they have aged into a young adult, they can move out of the house to make room for everybody, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. Like, I'm already looking forward into the future to see, her grandbabies and, because all of her kids, and that's the thing, like all of her kids are going to age up. They're mortals. She is currently still at the immortal stage of life until she is reunited with her love. And then they will both become mortal, and then they can, live out their lives together on the earthly plane, having their babies that they can keep and basically just having their best life. So unfortunately for her, her children are going to age up and die while she's still alive, which is honestly going to be very heartbreaking. You shouldn't outlive your kids. But anyway, so the children must be birthed in order, starting with Aries and ending with Pisces. Okay, that's it for the rules, you guys. And I'm very excited to find out if we get to keep our first baby or not, because we're not going to be cheating. We're not going to be looking at MC Command Center to find out if we're having a boy or a girl. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to birth our babies at home. Every single one of our babies is going to be birthed at home, hopefully. And we're going to find out the old-fashioned way. But side note, I was actually telling a friend of mine that I am expecting to have boys, like all the way through. I'm not expecting to have any girls at all, because that's just my luck with the random number generator. I'll end up with boys. And I was just sort of joking and telling her that I might as well just start the 100 baby challenge right damn now, because I don't think I'm going to have girls anytime soon. But anyway, you guys, I think I'm just going to work on her gathering and hunting and gathering skills off camera, because this, like the first part, possibly the first 2 or 3 parts of any new series or challenge is really very boring, especially when it's something like a rags to riches type of deal where you start off with nothing and you have to build your way up. It's very, very boring. And I don't personally like to sit and watch people go around hunting stones and fishing and, doing all of that to sell all of the crap to get the money to build the house. So I'm going to do all of that off camera, but trust me, nothing exciting is going to happen. And in the very next episode, we are going to go manhunting. Yes, we are. Hopefully by the next episode, I'll have gotten enough simoleons that I can afford to build a somewhat decent house with at least 2 rooms divided by a wall, which won't be as shameful when we invite somebody in to make the babies. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this intro video. Let me know if you're excited about this. Big thank you to KoffeeYT for doing this challenge in the first place, for creating it. It's amazing. I can't wait to start it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will chat with you all later. Bye, everybody.